Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to episode 17 of the Unniched podcast, where a husband and a wife talk about anything and everything because honestly, we just don't have a niche. Can you not interrupt me with gas this episode? I would really appreciate that because it really makes me upset. Hello.
Hello.
So it's been a couple weeks.
Sorry.
We will admit we were kind of busy.
We're very busy.
We were very busy the last 2 weeks, and it just would have been a lot of effort on both of our parts to try to fit into some episodes.
Yeah.
And from the beginning, I've always wanted to create things that are pretty quality.
Yeah.
And I just think if we would have tried to rush something the last 2 weeks, it wouldn't have been the quality that I would have been okay with.
Because we've learned rushing on this channel doesn't work very well.
It just doesn't work. We don't want to produce crappy things.
Mm-hmm.
Simple. Yeah. We want quality stuff that people are going to come back to and know and expect.
Yep.
So we just took 2 weeks to kind of focus on mental health, focus on family, and just spending quality time with each other.
Yeah.
But we're back.
We're back.
And this week is a fun little episode. I've only ever seen I'm sure there's been other people out there that have done this plenty of other times.
Yeah.
But this podcast I listened to years ago did it, and I thought it was really funny. Craigslist. Misconnections. What? What does that mean? Oh, and preface, this might be a little bit of a shorter episode. Yeah. Just Austin isn't feeling well, and it just might be shorter, and that's okay. Yeah. We're getting back into it. But if you don't know, Craigslist has this section where you go, it's called misconnections.
Yep. And
you can make a post or an ad or something.
Yeah, it's technically an ad, but really it's a post.
It's basically a post where you can put the location and you give it a title and a description, and it's basically you are putting it out there saying hey, I saw you at this place at this time on this day.
Yep.
But we didn't exchange numbers. It's a misconnection. We missed each other. And I thought that'd be funny if we found some interesting ones. So did you find any? Are we really that surprised that I did all the work and he just showed up?
Yep.
All right. So when I was on my little quest, I started with Minnesota Twin Cities ones because that's where we're from. And there was decent ones, but then I was like, all right, let's find other locations. So I found some that were in New York, I think. Maybe a couple in Florida and maybe a couple in Los Angeles.
I was going to say there has to be an LA one.
Because I figured those would give us something interesting.
Do you want to read one? Then you can give me the next one to read? Okay.
Okay. So, also, I didn't realize how creepy some of these were.
They get creepy. If we get to that point, there's one that I want to find from a while back, but I don't remember what it's called. I'm going to try my best, but we'll find it.
So the first couple ones are from I think Minneapolis. The title is, and this is from, I think it was posted today or yesterday.
Oh my god.
So I just screenshotted all of these. I didn't go to the links. But Cub Foods, South Minneapolis, you absolutely crushing it in a blue dress, helping, I'm assuming, your mom shop. She had a broken arm. Me, some fleeting eye contact. Offered to switch checkout lanes when yours was slow, but you declined, regretting I didn't shoot my shot. Thus, this was my last-ditch effort. That was it. See, there was a lot of kind of this, which is creepy.
I feel like if you're posting that at all on Craigslist, that's creepy.
Okay, I know I'm not an average person. Before this, I had never gone on Craigslist.
Right.
Not that I remember. But it's how many people are really going on Craigslist being that man at Cub Foods?
Exactly.
He had to have posted something.
Exactly. You had a 2-second interaction. Do you think they're going to be oh, I should look to see if I'm on there?
That man at Cub Foods that offered me his lane, he's got to be on Craigslist.
He's got to be wanting me right now. He wants me. This man wants me.
Is not interesting, but... Oh, preface, the other day, the state fair just ended, so I think this one has to do with the state fair.
Yep, okay. So the title for this one is Dancing at the Frontier Saloon at the State Fair today. Well, this was 9/2. We danced twice at the Frontier Saloon, 9/2 at the State Fair, and I talked to you and your fam to maybe meet up later for some more dancing, but didn't see you. Looking to reconnect, Steve.
See, again,
that's a more normal
That one makes a little bit more sense.
Yep.
But it's still just like, why would Steve think that this person's just going on Craigslist?
It's one of those things. It's like, this man can't take a message.
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing that
this woman, I'm guessing he's talking about a woman, was probably like,
I assume so.
Oh yeah, we'll meet up later. Yeah. And didn't meet up later.
Like, we had fun for the little bit, then it was done.
And then he probably made it awkward.
This guy is trying to make it into a whole thing.
Yes.
And I think that's a lot of, like, what people don't realize when they're making these posts.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, too, is, like, I know I have anxiety, and some other people do, too, in public, when you're talking to but especially when you're talking to strangers.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're out in public and you're having, like, a connection, you would offer your number. Right. Or at least your Facebook or Instagram.
Something. I'm guessing this is an older man by the sounds of it. And
maybe we should connect him with your mom.
No. Well, Steve, let's see what happens.
Please meet my mother-in-law. She loves to dance.
Oh my god, that's all she does is dance when she drinks.
Okay, this is another one from the State Fair, posted on, as of today, it was a week ago, so probably like last Thursday, which was the 30th, I think.
Okay.
August 30th. Crossroads at the State Fair, Falcon Heights, MN. You are a beautiful and kind Latina. I was focused on putting in a prayer request. We shared a pleasant conversation and briefly held hands. You were impressed by my faith and blessed me, and we went our separate ways. I felt something and feel it was a mistake to not ask for a way to continue at least a friendship, and hopefully way more. It was a gift from above that I regret not accepting. I hope you see this and respond. Tell me what you were wearing. I want a relationship with you.
Okay, that one's weird.
It's fucking weird.
That's creepy.
Like, again, with our friend Steve prior, this woman was probably just trying to be nice and look for a way out as easy as possible of this interaction.
I mean, especially knowing, like, where they're talking about. Like, I know exactly what place, you know, where we sat across the other day.
Yeah, like, they probably were just trying to get to reel people in.
Yeah, and they were probably just, I mean this in the nicest way possible, but not all of them, but a lot of really religious people are just like that. Yeah. Like, they'll be like, oh, yeah, this, blah, 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 and, like, we're gonna spend, like...
Especially when it's, like, in an interaction like that where, like, you're trying to reel people in to, like, get you to join. But...
Yeah, exactly. And I just feel like that's just a religious person being a little too nice, you know?
But, Austin, she was a beautiful and kind Latina.
Oh, that changes everything.
Yeah, that one's weird, especially with, like, the last two sentences. Tell me what you were wearing. I want a relationship with you.
Yeah, see, that's weird.
That is putting it in a sexual, you don't want a friendship.
He could have just cut that part out, and it would have been less.
It would have been, like, it could have been like, okay, he's just looking for this girl, and maybe if it turns more, that's cool.
That made it weird.
But that made it weird.
That made it weird.
Like, I get you're trying to verify that, like, this is the person that
yeah, like, that part's fine. I need a relationship. Or,
I want a relationship with you. That's weird.
That's weird. That's really weird.
That's super weird. Did you want to read the next one?
Yeah, sure.
I believe this one comes from Minneapolis.
Yep, St. Louis Park. Hope Breakfast Bar. To the sexy and incredibly stylish young man eating breakfast at the table next to me on Tuesday, August 8th. Your eye contact and cute smile as you were leaving made my day. Describe what you were wearing and let's get together for breakfast. My treat.
That one's a little more wholesome.
That's wholesome, and I think it's definitely more normal. Yeah. But we live in Minnesota, where people are just naturally nice like that. Yes. And I mean, I do that to people. If, like, I accidentally make weird eye contact, I'll smile.
I always go.
Yeah. That's...
Yeah, so...
It'd be, like, one thing if they were having eye contact while they were eating and, like, staring at each other, but no, that's, like, that's Minnesota nice.
Yeah, so if you weren't from Minnesota and for some reason you're watching us, Minnesota nice. A lot of people, especially when you're like walking down the street, which I've heard from people when you go like other places. This isn't as much of a thing.
No.
But like when you're walking on the street, a lot of times you make eye contact, you smile, and you say hi.
Yeah.
Or like, how's your day? What's up?
I've always noticed that. Like when we first went on a few cruises and we went down to like Florida or especially New Orleans, it's weird. It's like completely different because like here that was mostly in Florida that I noticed it, but like. The interactions you have here and the way people, like, when you're kind of checkout lane or, like, doing something, they're very nice here.
You have many conversations.
Like, you go to, like, Orlando or, like, Florida or wherever the hell we were, and it's completely different. Like, it's just take your shit and go. They're not rude.
No, it's just a different culture.
But then here, when I leave for work at 4 a.m. and I go to the gas station, don't want to talk to anybody.
Wants to have a
There's
conversation.
this one specific guy that always wants to have these conversations with me, and it is. I know he's trying to be nice, but it is so. But when you've just
woken up, you're like, sir.
Because like, I'm the type of person. Pack it up. I get up and go in the morning. I'm out of the door within 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
And so usually I'm still half asleep by the time I get to the gas station. That's 2 minutes away, and so he's trying to ask me about this. Like, his thing is baseball caps. He collects baseball caps. Oh. So anytime I go in there with a new hat,
he comments.
He's like, "Oh, where'd you get that from?" Blah, blah, blah. So every time with this one that I made, the unniched one, I turn it backwards so he can't see that I'm wearing this hat. He thinks it's my other hat.
Because they do look similar.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like in this coffee situation, this man, I mean, maybe he did find whoever was writing it attractive and was making eye contact, but that is a very Midwestern Minnesota thing to just smile when you see other people.
Yep.
And just
instead of giving him the stink eye for no reason. Like, I guarantee that was just a Minnesota nice. But I will say, it's weird to see a woman posting.
Yeah, because a lot of them when
assuming it's not like a man.
Yeah, it could be a gay man. I don't know.
We support gays.
Okay. I mean, we do, but...
Cancel.
This next one is from Minneapolis as well. It's titled Michigan Girl, Uptown Elevator. Uptown. Oh, so it's from Uptown.
Okay.
This is stupid, and I know I'm talking to myself here. Yeah, Hi. But if you're out there, you made my night. I held the elevator for a few minutes and eventually figured you might have beat me to the roof when I let that door close. We had a short talk, but we could have talked for hours. We could both tell, and I could tell that you could tell, you know? Your hot face and that sweet voice and smile gave me fucking life. It will surely be a sad day for Gaylord, but I hope you do move here. Good night, Benny Buns.
That's fucking weird.
That one's leaving a lot to the imagination.
That's weird. Okay.
We could both tell, and I could tell that you could tell, you know? Are you talking about, like...
Who describes somebody as having a hot face? That's weird.
Well, a lot of teenage girls do.
Okay, yeah, I get that, but...
Your hot face and that sweet voice and smile gave me fucking life.
Okay, here's the situation that I'm seeing in my head. Uptown.
Drunk.
Just fucked up. Guarantee it. I bet this man just likes to talk. That's all he does is talk. And so when he thinks that he's having a two-way conversation, it's probably only one-sided.
Yeah.
And it's a one-sided conversation that he doesn't realize that she is probably like, oh my god, get away. Like,
yeah.
And with the Minnesota nice thing.
Maybe not.
A Minnesota goodbye. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Where it just doesn't stop. You just keep talking.
Well, I know so many people that, like... And I know it's happened to me before, too, where, like, you're just nice to someone. And, like, you're just being genuinely nice.
Especially when you're drinking.
Yeah,
like I used to do that all the time.
Yeah, just super, super nice, genuinely nice. And people misread that for flirting.
Yes.
And then they misread the situation. And then you have to be like, no, I was just...
Because then they think that you're,
nice.
like, you're trying to, like, start something, but you're not. You're just being nice.
Exactly. Oh, I missed which one I was on. Sorry. Okay, never mind. I didn't miss it.
And that's what's hard for people to realize sometimes.
That sometimes you're just being a nice person. Well, like your mom. I'm not going to say names, but your mom and this one person she's known for a very long time.
Yep.
Your mom is a very social person. She's very, very nice and just accommodating, and she likes to be the hostess with the mostest a lot of the time, and just very nice, and And this person she's known for a long time has misread that and
yes,
wants more. But
are we talking about flowers guy?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, that exactly.
That
is what
exact
I'm saying.
situation where
this
like
guy who just likes to talk a lot,
and
like,
your mom doesn't know how to shut it down because
just,
she's too nice.
Exactly.
And so he's misread that as, oh, you're into me too.
That is hard in Minnesota.
That's very hard because people don't want to be rude.
Yeah, especially with like dating and stuff like that. Like that's hard because you don't know if they're just being nice, because that is absolutely what people do in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Like that is a hardcore, like, real thing that people probably don't believe, but it's true.
Yeah.
Minnesota nice.
Well, it happens to me almost daily because for my job I talk to people on the phone a lot. Perfect example, this woman I spoke to yesterday, she was so nice. And she sounded like a housewife that maybe just wanted to have someone to talk to.
Yeah.
I get it. You're home all day, whatever. But the first, 5 minutes of the conversation, I said, nothing.
Yeah.
Because she was just like, and then I was like, okay, yeah. I just didn't know how to cut her off because I didn't want to be rude.
Right.
Which is, yeah.
Well, if we go back to that story I was telling about that lady when I worked at Home Depot in the
parking lot.
Lot.
If you're a real fan, you know.
That's a great example of, somebody who thinks they're having a two-sided conversation.
And it's really just them
I was just
talking
trying
at
to
you.
get her to stop talking. So people misread that. And they're like, oh, we had a conversation. No, you probably didn't.
He's coming to Easter church.
Oh, my God.
And Austin was not going to Easter
church in fucking December or something like that.
All right, you ready for the next one?
This is also Minnesota.
It's from Bloomington.
IKEA girl with the best style. Universe, help me out. I told you today at IKEA that I absolutely loved your style, and you replied with the same, and then you smiled and I melted. I haven't been able to get you out of my mind since. I would have loved to talk some more, but I'm pretty sure you were with your daughter, and I didn't want to bother you and make things awkward. Just know you made my heart skip a beat today. If you do see this and are interested too, I would love to hear back from you. I am tall, big-bearded with glasses, and was wearing a stiff records shirt. If you reply with what kind of rad hairstyle you have, I'll know it's you.
That one was very wholesome.
That one's more wholesome.
I'll admit, some of these I didn't read fully. I just kind of skimmed. I was like, okay.
This one's more
better wholesome.
I feel like, again, with the Minnesota nice thing, where you complimented somebody and somebody's like, oh, thanks, and now I have to compliment you. And, it's hard because let's say, either one of us went and posted our 2-second interactions with people on this, I'd have a million posts on there. That's just how it is.
And I know I've been victim to this situation where I probably misread things.
Oh, yeah.
I know I've probably done that so many times.
I know I have.
And where you walk away and you're like, oh, that person was cute. Did they like me? Were they flirting?
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, no, they were probably just being nice.
Just being nice.
Probably just being nice.
We're just going to keep repeating ourselves with that, especially with Minnesota stuff.
But maybe.
We could be wrong.
Maybe this woman was flirting with this man and she just didn't know how to ask for his number and he didn't know how to ask her.
Exactly. Who knows?
Been there. Say
done that. My screen just freaked out. Did you see that?
Been there.
Done that.
Okay.
So you can fart, but I can't.
Mine literally went...
Yeah, mine went...
Yeah, but okay, I don't mind if you fart. It's when I'm in the middle of talking.
I'll stop talking.
Because then when I go to make a TikTok, a screen record for a TikTok, then you're shitting your pants on TikTok, and then people don't want to fucking...
It's a good preview of the podcast.
No, I want them to subscribe, then find out about a fart.
Because of my ass.
Okay, next one comes from Minnesota, again, the Minnetonka area. Taco Bell drink rescuer. Today, this is from July 29th, so it's over a month old. Today, I went to Taco Bell in Minnetonka shortly before noon. As I backed out from a parking space, you ran from where you were seated and flagged me down because I forgot to take my drink off the roof of my car when I had placed it there a few seconds earlier. That was nice of you, since you could have just easily watched an amusement as it would have eventually toppled over as I drove away. You were sitting at a table outside Taco Bell using what appeared to be some type of foldable phone. I also noticed your painted nails when you handed me my drink. So in the unlikely case you are this person, feel free to fill in anything you remember about me. It would be awesome if this actually worked.
That one's not bad.
This one's not bad, but I'm confused what you're trying to get out of it. Like,
I'm just trying to interact, I guess.
Yeah, but like, why?
You could say that for every single one of these.
No. These people want relationships, and Steven, the State Fair, wants to fuck. That's what I'm talking about. How am I supposed to make a TikTok when you fucking burp at me?
TikTok. Right here, TikTok.
Oh my god. But like, I like understand maybe you're like you want to be nice and have like it, but like, what from this interaction this makes you think there could be more?
That's what I mean. It's like I could do that with so many
No, I know, but like this one in particular,
right?
Like, at least like the other people were like, you looked at me, you complimented me. This one, they were just trying to be nice and get your drink and so you could ruin your day a little bit.
Exactly.
This one, I'm like, what are you trying to get?
Yeah. People are weird.
You're trying to get your dick wet? Because it's not going to happen.
That is what he's trying to get.
So I think this one is from Orlando.
Orlando. Anytime Fitness, Deltona. I'm a male, and I am a male and have seen you at the gym a few times now. You are super sexy. We always smile at each other. I would love to talk to you and get to know you. We were working out together today at 4 a.m. If you are reading this and you think this is you, please email back and tell me what color shorts you are wearing. I know you work in the medical field. Okay.
Who the fuck is waking up at 4 a.m. to go work out?
Actually, a few people that I work with do.
Give me their name and number. I'm fucking calling
Dash
them.
does. Actually, hold on. I'm going to sidetrack for a second because this is funny. Dash, I don't think he does it anymore. But he used to go on walks before work.
In the dark?
Yeah, like 3:30 in the morning.
Like on the street?
Yeah, on the street. No, it gets worse.
How does he not get hit by cars?
It gets worse. So it was like when he was doing this, it was cold out.
No.
So this motherfucker goes out with his black jacket, black pants.
No.
And a ski mask.
No.
I am not kidding.
Is he asking to get arrested?
Yes. He literally, he came in one day, he had a ski mask, and he's like, oh yeah, I went on a walk this morning. I just wear my ski mask. I get it. You're not actually doing anything, but how sketchy would that look at 3:30 in the morning? You'd see this dude walking down the street with this ski mask on.
Another reason why he is a anomaly. Like
he really is.
I don't get him. One, why are you getting up? You obviously had to get up at like 3:30 to go work out at 4 multiple times. This one, I could see, like, maybe if it's, like, every time you go work out, this person's there and they always smile at you and interact with you.
No, because if you're seeing them all the time, just fucking talk to them. What makes you think that...
No, because that's not easy for some people. Okay, because I've been in situations like this where, like, I could see, like...
But you think she's gonna respond to a Craigslist ad about her?
Maybe.
I don't think so.
I would.
I think if you are interacting and having small talk and whatnot, just say something. Don't go to Craigslist of all places.
Well, no, I'm not saying this is the right...
Ask her name, at least.
I'm not saying this is the right move, but I could understand why this person might think they're interested.
That's understandable. That's what I mean. That's going to the Craigslist part of it that's weird.
Okay, next one. This one is also from the Orlando area, I believe. UTC Sarasota. I don't know what that means.
Florida, yeah.
You were at Georgie's white party with 4 friends. You were by the bar with 4 girlfriends. All 5 of you were wearing white. I passed by to pay my bill, and you touched my shirt and said it's nice and tried to flirt. I panicked, lol, so I said thanks and continued, but thought to myself, I may have missed something. You were gorgeous. I'll know it was you if you can tell me my hair color and facial hairstyle.
I think that is the most normal one on here.
Yeah, this one I could see, but, like, why didn't you just go back and ask for her number?
Yeah, I agree with that, but this is the one where I feel like there was a genuine connection of some sort.
Yeah.
Before they posted. I feel like the rest of them were just normal interactions.
But also she could have just been drunk.
That's also very true.
I know when I'm drunk, I do sometimes become very friendly, and I would be willing to touch someone's
I do too,
shirt.
And I don't ever talk to people when I'm not drunk. The only friends I've made when I am drunk.
No, I don't, because you don't ever get drunk in front of me. But yeah, this one seems the most normal, where, like, maybe something...
Yeah, something's actually going on. Hollywood.
Yep.
Hardly know her. Wish I could find your number again. I am a white male, 56, salt and pepper hair. And you're a woman. Wait. Restart.
Yeah, I didn't... Because is this the one that says WM?
Yeah.
I didn't know what that meant.
This could be, like, 2 men, I'm guessing.
Oh, I think it means white man.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I got confused on the second one. Okay. I'm a white man, 56, salt and pepper hair, and you're a white male around the same age. You're well-groomed and good hygiene, which is a turn-on to me. We met at the Hard Rock and had some good conversations. You wanted me to come to your place for some fun, but I was with some friends and couldn't make it then. Wish I could find your number as I'm looking for some man companionship. If you get this, send me a note. Or if you're someone that fits the bill, reach me out. Send pic, please.
At least this person's willing to be flexible. Like, hey, you know what? You might not have been the original, but if you look similar to him...
I think that's a fair one. I really do. Yeah. I think that's, like, a fairly normal one.
You know, if I had been in a situation like this, not like that, but, like, a situation where, like, I met someone out, and, like, we didn't get a chance to exchange numbers, but there was, like, a genuine connection, like, we had a couple drinks.
Yeah.
I could see myself being tempted to go post on Craigslist to find the person.
That one, too, he made it sound like they did exchange numbers and he lost it.
Yeah, that is true.
So it's like, that's a genuine misconnection. Like, yeah.
So that's what I mean.
You had an interaction that actually meant something. Especially if they're like, oh, go back to our place for some fun.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready for this next one? I think it's quite a doozy.
Okay.
It's from Los Angeles. We met at the doctor's office. I was in a hurry to get out. I didn't see you sitting there. I was writing some of my info on a form, and you looked at me. I slowly creeped my head up in confusion and instantly checked you out head to toe. When you got up, I yelled, "Damn," in my head. Wide hips, small waist, perfect breast, small tummy, nice face, filled lips, nice smile, and asked if I knew Spanish and English. You asked if I could do you the favor of calling up your kid's school to translate some stuff I couldn't believe. She had a kid so cute, she looked like around my age, swear she could have passed for 28 years old, but could see the older side in you after helping you. We talked about your kid's school and your kid's surgery. I wanted to ask you more about yourself, but you flirt and... Maybe this isn't okay. And possibly take you to my home, but unfortunately they called you up and I left to do my next errand. I have no hope that she'll look at this, but really regret not hitting on her. Just bad timing. This one, I don't know.
I feel like she was just being nice to get help.
Maybe, but Austin, she had wide hips, small waist, perfect breast, small tummy, nice face, filled lips, nice smile. How could you misread that?
That's true. That'd be hard to misread.
Yeah, this one's up in the air. I could see it going either way, where, like, she was just really looking for help, so she was being extra nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Or maybe she really thought you were cute, and she really wanted some of that action.
Well, I like how he says, you're with your kid, and then, like, 2 sentences later, I wanted to take you home.
No, he wasn't with her kid.
Oh, I thought she said.
No.
Oh, that's right. She called
to call the kid's school.
That's right.
So I'm guessing she just showed him a picture of her kid or something.
That's right. That makes more sense.
Sorry, there's something at her door. I don't know what it could be.
To the Latin guy I met at the park, North Hollywood. About 2 weeks ago, I, 28 male, Latino, was having trouble with my car. It wouldn't start. You, mid-30s Latino, came up and offered to help me. You said you had experience working on cars and that you managed to get it up and running. Get it up. We talked for a bit at the park and hit it off. You mentioned you got your dog off of here and we ended up exchanging numbers. We went out for drinks and ended up back at your place a little buzzed. And things happened. Sex.
Gay sex.
You said you have never been with a guy before, but you liked the way I took care of it.
Oh.
I lost my phone this weekend at the beach and I lost your number. You said you live with family, so I don't feel comfortable just showing up to your house. Hopefully you check this and hit me up again. I want to see you again.
All right. In this situation, I'm going to be honest. I'd give it a week, but I would probably go to his house. and I would make up an excuse.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, we met at you helped me with the park, and you left this in my car. Like, I would make up any excuse.
Because there is an actual interaction.
Yeah, and you know where he lives. I'm sorry, but I would give it a week or so, and then if I couldn't find your number again or you didn't text me, I'd probably just go to your house.
Or you go all catfish on them and...
No, I have...
No.
Oh, okay, what?
You go all catfish style on them, and you look up the house number. If you have the house, find names.
Oh, I guess that's true.
And then through the names, try to find them on, like, Facebook or something like that.
My idea was just send them a gift basket to the house with, like, a card that says,
that's also a good idea.
This is me. We met at the park. This is my number. I lost yours. If you're still interested, text me.
Yeah. There's
options here before Craigslist.
I do like how they kind of glossed over the you've never been with a man before. So it's probably another man?
Yeah,
it said that. That's right.
It said Latin man.
What's with Latinos and Craigslist misconnections? It's like the fourth one.
I don't know. Maybe they're just really missing a lot of connections.
Maybe there's something in that culture. I don't know.
Last one, I think.
And then I want to try to find that one.
South Pasadena. Compression nights at Towhees. You are a handsome male. You and your friends sat across from us at breakfast this morning. You in jeans and fancy loafers with sheer dress socks. You saw me looking and slipped your foot out of one shoe and wiggled your toes. Later, the waiter complimented your loafers and silk socks. You answered, they're compression tights, great for circulation. We made eye contact several times. When you left, you winked and said you liked my shirt. Same here. If you see this, get back to me. I have a question. The question is, can I suck your dick?
What's with all the socks? This has to be a feet guy.
Well, I think... Who's the feet guy? The one that...
I'd say both of them, to be honest with you.
Well, I think they're just trying to pick out the key points here to get loafer guy to really come back.
I would say that this one's probably the most reasonable when it comes to posting it on Craigslist. One of the more reasonable ones. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this one...
Like, there was actually a little flirtatious between them.
Yeah. You know, but I also think I would go to... I mean, maybe this person did, but I would go to other... Like, I would go to Facebook and see if there's a Facebook group for this restaurant or this area or something.
There would be a lot of places I would start before I would go to Craigslist.
Because I don't know a lot of people that use Craigslist anymore.
No.
Like, I know before, like when we were younger, like, yeah. Craigslist was hopping. Like, that's where everyone went. I completely
forgot about the misconnections thing till you brought it up. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I would have never thought to check that for anything. Like, that's just not a normal thing.
Yeah, like, I just don't know a lot of people that really use it anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I know it used to be hopping.
Like, Facebook Marketplace. Like, Facebook should have a misconnect. They gotta have one.
Should we look?
They gotta have one.
Quick Trip misconnections? Oh, we're joining. All right, Austin is back. He's found the misconnections post that he read.
This is one that I just weirdly remember because it was really funny. So this is from, it looks like 2009 when like Craigslist was actually fairly popular. Okay, title: You farted in Trader Joe's. You were the tall brunette with the near perfect body that farted in the bread section last night. I was the tall guy next to you that looked over and asked, "Was that you?" You quickly replied, "No, it wasn't me." You almost seemed insulted, I would ask. As the stink grew, you continued to deny your flatulence, but it was evident. I tried to get rid of the stench by waving 2 loaves of ciabatta bread. Ciabatta bread. You proceeded to storm off in an angry manner. You were beautiful, and even if you are a liar and fart like a Clydesdale, I'd love to meet up sometime. Danbury, Connecticut.
That's gross.
That's a weird one.
It's a very weird one.
That was one I just remember like circulating a long time ago.
You know, I think if I farted at Trader Joe's, I don't want someone to post about it. Anywhere. Even Craigslist, where it's not hopping.
Oh
just
my God.
Leave the moment where it was.
It's even funnier too because it's like he said that she left angrily, so I highly doubt she wants to talk to you.
Yeah,
dude.
even if she saw that, I don't think she's gonna be like, "Oh, that was a misconnection."
This guy just talked about how stinky my fart was. I need him.
Yeah, I don't think. What? I just don't. I don't get the impression this woman wants to. Okay, last one that's just funny that I googled.
All right.
To the beautiful lady who saw me pooping. Me taking a huge poop in the 15p pizza bathroom. You, drunk, beautiful, discovered that I forgot to lock the door in my haste. Look, I know it must have been awkward for you to see me in that state, and especially since it didn't seem to bother me that you walked in. We made eye contact for a brief moment. You have the most beautiful brown eyes, no pun intended. I said, "Hey, beautiful lady," right as you slammed the door, and I meant it. Everyone poops. And now that you have seen me pooping, I feel like we already have moved our relationship to a higher level. If you read this and feel the same way, respond. I hope the smell didn't offend you. I ate Indian food for lunch.
That's a weird one. That is a weird one.
That one's from November 13th, 2009.
That's fucking funny, though.
Yeah, So I guess if you are ever in a bathroom pooping because you had Indian food for lunch, you can post it on Craigslist and maybe they'll reach out.
You might have just met your wife. Who knows? Wife,
do you think
husband?
if you... Okay, hypothetical... Do you think if you saw me in public and you didn't ask for my number, you would post on Craigslist to find me?
No, I think I would start other places first. Okay, yes, I would.
Oh my god, he will post about me. Do you think there's been... Okay, another side note. Do you think there's ever been a misconnection written about you?
No.
Yeah, I was thinking that earlier when I was looking through these. I was like, I just... You know? I just don't think so.
I am perfect, but, you know.
Austin, editing. Zoom in on this. Alright, thank you for joining us for episode 17 where we talked about Craigslist misconnect... Sorry, I felt like a bug went in my throat. Where we talked... Okay, thank you for joining us for episode 17 where we talked about Craigslist misconnections. I hope you found some sort of joy in this episode. Subscribe, like, comment down below your favorite story we told. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for sticking around 2 more weeks when we were MIA. Maybe if you're lucky, you'll get a fun video out of this week, because we feel bad. Okay, bye!